came into the starting lineup. 3-5-2 for Well, with Hamill and Nicholas the wing-backs and Kelly and Elliott up front. Well, as expected, Martin O'Neill rang the changes after the midweek win over Rosenborg. Lambert, Agat and Thompson rested with Sutton out through illness. Hartson, Smaravchik and Guppy all started in their places. The referee was John Robotham. Match commentator for us, Peter Martin.
The main question ahead of this game concerns the identity of the next Motherwell manager. Former Wolves boss Colin Lee is here. Terry Butcher is also present, which ropes in Eric Black. But one of the two men in the caretaker role, John Philibin and Mio Krivopovic, have guided this team to 2 SPL wins. A point or better from this game would surely strengthen their claim for the leadership of this Motherwell side. Only time will tell. It's the home side who are putting on the early pressure. Leach. And again ready there, but Hartson covered the run. There's the shot coming in from Lasley. Always going to be difficult for Keith Lasley to try and keep that down as it drops to him. Nice place to get a shot in, but couldn't keep it down. Hold it. Lucky to get that through to Larson. Trying to sneak away Moravchik now. Here's a chance for Petrov. You wouldn't bet against him scoring from that distance. He's already bagged 4 goals this season, albeit from set pieces, but nevertheless he has shown he can get power in a shot, but not on that occasion. Moravchik touching it inside. Petrov picking it up, and again there's the effort and the commitment from the Motherwell midfield. Lasley not allowing Moravchik any time to pick his pass. Silla coming away, picking a nice ball to Hartson. Going to get his cross in. Good ball over Larson. Applauding the cross from Hartson. He usually has a brilliant spring, Henrik Larsson, but he just couldn't get high enough to direct the ball down. The attention of Carl Reddy more or less put him off, although I don't think Reddy had his eye on the ball. Flick from Kelly. Elliott getting away from Balder, putting it across, cleared away by Guppy. Good play by Motherwell. Finally managed to sneak in behind the back 3, but when the ball came across, thankfully for Celtic, Guppy was there. And there's a man who was involved in that build-up for the chance for Larson, but as yet I'm sure he'd like to get on the end of a scoring opportunity himself. Here's Lennon, Hartson. Nice pass there. Moravchik, good one-touch play here. Petrov sneaking away and then eventually fouled. Stilian Petrov linking up again. I think at that point there he thought he was away from Lasley, but the back of his heel clipped and the free kick given by John Robotham. Larson just having a word, and Brown well aware of the power of Petrov here. Here's Moravchik over the top. Oh, what a goal by Olivia Moravchik! That was simply sensational! Yet again, Celtic's opponents undone from a set piece. Oh, that's another one of those contenders. Goal of the month. And the candidate is Lubomir Moravchik. Everybody expecting the powerhouse drive from Petrov, and the skill, the artistry, and the cuddle from Moravchik, and Celtic have the lead. And that is quite simply superb. Elliott and Valhanen. Valhanen wins the battle, and now Hartson. Larsson, he's onside. Hartson moving at piece into the box now. Henrik Larsson ready, trying to close him down. I think he'll think about the shot here. Good save, Mark Brown, and eventually Greg Strong away. I mentioned the area of expectancy when Henrik Larsson gets the ball and is in on goal. I still think maybe it was tight there, but he took full advantage, and there was almost a hush from the Motherwell end as they expected Larsson to score there, but Mark Brown did exceptionally well. I don't think Scott Leach has anticipated. Petrov striding through from the midfield. Larsson again. Strong has to get there. crucial tackle from Greg Strong. Motherwell have adopted a three-man central defence, and the last man there had to time it to perfection, and to his credit, he did. Now, Moravchik just looking for a better angle as he whips this one in. Oh, a free header for Baldock. That's the last thing Motherwell want to do, is allow the Frenchman an opportunity, and he wasn't even marked. Managed to peel away from Reddy. Elliott. Oh, nice play, that'll be a free kick. And I think this time Momo Silla does indeed get a yellow card, and some of the Motherwell fans would say long overdue. Anxious moments in the box. Lasley. Not quite the finish of Lubomir Moravchik. I think Motherwell players were looking for it a little nearer to Robert Douglas, and I think that may well be the end of the first half. It is indeed, and you can work all week in training to try and come up with a plan to stop Celtic, but you cannot legislate for genius. And Lubomir Moravchik, from some distance, fooled Mark Brown, who was motionless on his line. All he could do was look as the Slovakian dispatched the ball into the back of the net from the free kick, and that's the difference between the two sides here at Fir Park. It's Motherwell 0, Celtic 1. I think Motherwell might feel slightly aggrieved that they went in at half-time a goal down, but just ask a few other Premier League clubs what it feels like to maybe have a fair share of the first 45 minutes and still fall foul to Celtic, and in particular Lubomir Moravchik. And that goal certainly was the highlight of the first half, although there were many fine performances in the Motherwell lineup. Nevertheless, the strength of this Celtic squad, even with 4 changes, still able to cope with the rigours of Motherwell. Nice skill by Hartson, just controlling it, takes it quickly. Petrov, here's Larsson and an opportunity. Good save, Mark Brown. First chance of the second half, and Larsson was away, but the strength of the pass favoured the goalkeeper. Duffy opting for the direct route. When it goes, nobody took it. Lasley taking chances with Silla, and I think Celtic have the free kick. Now, Hartson still thinking, is this the moment? Moravchik with a crossover. Oh! Never mind the cross. He's thinking about his second goal, and Mark Brown, in a matter of minutes, has made 2 crucial saves. Look at this from Moravchik, curling it in. Moravchik from the corner. Over it goes. Oh! Hartson couldn't quite get it on the target. Sustained pressure from Celtic, and Hartson just a delicate flick, but almost number 2. Still he waits. Leach again, throwing it back in. Baldock once again. Pearson now, can he get a shot away? Aerial height. Oh, flicking it up there. Oh! So unorthodox. Greg Strong almost getting the equaliser. Well, Celtic again clearing, but look at that kick there. The scissors kick, and Robert Douglas flapping and just happy to see it away. Motherwell building through Kelly, opening it up. Ready. Lasley. Nice run there by Nicholas. Again, difficult. He's covered by 2 Motherwell. Well, you're having a look. Robotham says no. And Celtic get away with it. Pearson. Scott Leach is furious, and he clearly feels as if Motherwell should have had a penalty. There was two Celtic players around Nicholas, and then, well, did he play for it? You make your own mind up. There certainly was contact, and Motherwell, yet again, will feel slightly aggrieved by that. Motherwell have to be so careful. Moravchik battling, good play. Lasley. Elliott, we're looking for the free kick. Play on, says the referee. And a little bit of panic from Guppy. Corner kick to Motherwell. Well, Elliott there, maybe the Motherwell fans thought they were onto a free kick, but Celtic again hunting in packs, just denying Lasley the space. Corner kick, Motherwell with a little bit of sustained pressure on Celtic. Cleared away, dealt easily enough. Here's Strong, driving it in, oh, it's in the back of the net! Greg Strong has equalised in sensational circumstances. It didn't look too powerful, but it deceived Douglas, and Motherwell are level, 1-1. Celtic seemed to deal with the corner easily enough, but Strong hit the shot, and it's the dummy from David Kelly which catches out Robert Douglas. The shot coming in, and it's really the deception from David Kelly. Then it is there, and in the back of the net. And Motherwell level, and I have to say, deservedly so. They battled in this match. Nicholas, Lasley opens up again. Pearson doesn't get there. Petrov does. Leach with the corner. Again, Celtic able to clear. Here's an opportunity. Ball that gets there. Forrest. This time blocked by Petrov. The Motherwell fans clearly thought there was a hand used, but once again John Robotham not too far away, able to look on and spot that. Here's Larson. Oh, this is a chance for Celtic. Good tackle coming in there. Oh, the referee's given a penalty. Oh, drama here at Fir Park. Mayhem. John Robotham has given a penalty, and Eddie Forrest walks away. He's not complaining, so from there, the contact, it didn't look as if it was a penalty. It looked fairly harsh from this angle. The referee not too far away, and well, Motherwell will feel aggrieved, but for Celtic, in the end, John Robotham has decided it is indeed a penalty. And drama here. Henrik Larsson, he missed one against Rangers. He did actually score for his country in the international last week. Can Henrik Larsson grab the winner for Celtic? He can! Motherwell 1, Celtic 2, and Larsson has snatched it for the visitors. There is a great sense of injustice among the home supporters, but bottle character, cool, calm. Larsson finishes this game in Celtic's favour. I don't think Motherwell can come back from this one. Well, what's going through his mind? Larsson, full time. What can you say to console Motherwell? They feel as if they may well have deserved a point, but that man there has really been the main reason why they go away with nothing. It finishes Motherwell 1, Celtic 2.
I thought after Wednesday night's exertions, I thought that we were sluggish today and didn't play particularly well throughout the match. Little periods here and there of something decent, but overall we didn't play great. Result eventually was the most important thing.
I think the best word that sums it up is gutted. I thought second half, after beat wise, we were well on top, created a few half chances, put Celtic under a bit of pressure, but to lose the game in the manner that we did was very disappointing.
You mentioned the manner in which you lost the game. On the pictures, certainly the general consensus is that it was a penalty. How did you see it?
Well, I thought Eddie won the ball, to be honest. I thought he took a bit of the ball first, but again, I'm sort of 50 yards away. He's a lot closer on the TV, so I'll have to abide with your decision.
They played really well. We know it's always hard when we play them, especially up here. Play really well, fought really well. But in the end, we had a little bit of luck, and I think it was a penalty. I haven't seen it, but I'm almost sure it was a penalty, and we got away with the 3 points, and that's the kind of luck you need.